I'm Taren S, a High Priestess in an American folkloric tradition. And I've been brewing magic for a very long time now. Come on in, let's brew some together. Hello, hello! Welcome to the House of Witchcraft. And if it is your first time here, welcome home. It is so good to see you. You're the next generation of witches. Get out that notebook. It's time to write down some stuff. We are in the middle of the season of the dead. And so I asked Zachary and Dana to come up here and help me make one of my most personal and special blends. I have been using this for years, and I'm so happy that I get to share it with you guys, all right?
Excited.
When we talk about feeding ancestral altars, a lot of times we think like just food or something, but really we can feed them with our actions. We can feed them with all sorts you can feed them with music, you know, come sit time at the altar, play some music they like, and see what messages come through. But today, I'm doing this personal blend of mine it's called All Things Beautiful. Several years ago when I had my altar set up, I wanted to make beauty. I wanted to give beauty. That was my, like, what gift do I want to give to Spirit Realm? And I'm like, I would like Spirit Realm to have beauty. And I thought about that for a while. And I translated it into this herbal incense. That when my altar is set up, I feed it, I burn this and stand there, and this is my interpretation of beauty. Now, we are doing a magical working, witches, because if you're doing any type of an herbal blending, you're doing a working. So, first thing we need to do is ask Spirit Realm to come and join us in this working and make sure that all things are good. I have a really nice little candle here that is infused. Shout out to Drew on her candles. You know, Creations from the Hollow. I'm just an ongoing commercial for her stuff. I don't even think she knows that I do that, by the way. I don't even know if she knows, but I love her stuff. I like this little candles. They're nice size. They're good for me for my working, when I'm doing a working. So you want to stop and ask for divinity, as you know it, Spirit Realm, to come into this space, to aid us, to bless our workings, our endeavors, what we're getting ready to create. Take that moment and then light your candle. We're going to ask Zachary to lean in and light this candle for us. And, you know, always come from a place of gratitude in your workings. All right? And this is when we talk about headspace is so important. What do you guys like to do for headspace?
I will try and I'll try and chant. That's one way that I try and get into headspace, and I'll like rock my body as well too to get into that physical motion of it, and that's one that always helps me.
Absolutely, yeah. I found myself rocking, like, but not like consciously trying to do it. I'm like, oh, it's so comforting. So I've been trying to actively do that more.
Be aware of it.
Yeah.
When you do it.
Actively step into that vibration.
You know, that's something you can. I love that. You don't have to light a candle and do all that. You can sit here, like you're saying, use rhythmic rocking until you feel that headspace is achieved. All right? It's just about being aware. You're creating. What are we creating? We're creating beauty to give as an offering to Spirit Realm. And that should be in forefront of your brain the whole time you're creating. Okay? And this has actually got 3 ingredients, which makes it so beautiful. It took me a little while to figure them out, and I'm so proud of myself. Calendula, or the marigold, basil, and of course dragon's blood, which is it's a resin. It's a resin, a leaf, and a flower are the 3 combinations that you use. I like to do equal amounts of this and then just a good pinch of dragon's blood.
Let me start crushing that up.
Dragon's blood can get away from you quickly.
Yes.
It smells so good. You just want to fill the whole room with it.
That's one of the, I know, and when you start out, you just put that big rock in there, you know. And as you can see, I want to show you witches. You see this spoon? Can y'all see? All right, this is when I do my offerings up, I'll put my mixture in my little bowl. A little bit goes on to my charcoal. All right? This is spirit offerings. And sometimes also with spirit realm offerings is they don't necessarily smell good to us.
Oh, yeah.
All right, sometimes you need to smell bitter.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you need to smell earthy.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are what spirit realm wants.
Yes.
All right? Our cute 21st century Western noses, we like things to be sweet and perfumey. And that's not necessarily the truth of it. I have a mixing bowl here. You want a nice mixing bowl. I like this one because if I don't have any of the crunchy bits out of the mortar and pestle, I can still do it in this bowl. All right. And I'm going to let you, Zach, give me about a teaspoon of each in this bowl. All right. And what I also have up here, if you do not have calendulas, oh, and let's put in some of the hydrangea we have too. Do about 2 teaspoons of the dry material. Yeah, right there. That looks good.
Yes.
All right. You can, instead of calendula, you can also use hydrangea, which is a little more difficult to get your hands on. Mm-hmm. But if you do get the opportunity, grab a hold of it. This is a beautiful offering to the dead herb. All right. And if you've still got some chunky bits, as you can see, we still got some chunky bits. This is where you can take that mortar and pestle, or just the pedestal, and bunch them up. And again, why I'm doing this is beauty. This is my offering to spirit realm. All right, and this is where we talk about giving it a couple of couple of turns. I like to do things in 9. And get it going round, and this is where you can take your magical breath and put it over.
Ooh, it breathed back.
Yep, and an offering to the boobage right in my heart chakra is where spirit realm is gone. Do not blow in the bowl like what Taren just did.
You think that's a good amount?
Actually, that's perfect. I will have at the end of the video a card that has the 3 ingredients in case you don't remember, but they're calendula, basil, and dragon's blood. And actually, basil, you can go to the grocery store and get a good quality basil. All right. And sometimes you can also, the dollar store has spices too.
Mm-hmm.
Basil,
you got to be a witch on a budget. That's totally fine.
Yeah, and
there are ways.
And if you feel like you want to give an extra special offering, then you go up to the cool boutique herbal shop and you get the all organic extra special basil and you use it. It's doing what feels right to you. All right. All right. Now that we've got all of our ingredients mixed in, here you go. I'm going to make you do it again, Zach. And we're going to take our ingredients. We're going to pour in our pretty little offering bowl. Did you give him a good spin and stir?
No, I was just...
Oh, he needs to spin and stir. Is what he needs to do.
You can use the stirry do if you need a stirry do.
That's okay.
He's got it down perfect.
And as you saw from Taren, very close to your mouth and blow into it.
Yeah, don't blow out on heart. All right, I use a pretty little seashell, and as you can see, I've taken a piece of tinfoil. It's about probably 7 or 8 layers of tinfoil, and you want to put that down. You can get little fireproof things that are, even put a little bit of sand and then put the charcoal on top. Yeah, anything. You just don't want to put the charcoal. It will turn the bottom of the shell, and if wherever you're sitting it will potentially...
You'll have a spicy night.
That's a nice way.
Not where I was going to say, wait, let me see.
We practice safe witchcraft.
Okay, somebody did not put the tinfoil. I knew. That's what I thought. I thought about, look, see it? See?
Yep.
Somebody didn't put the tin, and somebody's probably me. So I'm going to keep it real. I'm calling myself out. That's what happens when you don't put the tin foil in, all right? And even like with this, would you pour that in here? And this is a fire-safe metal bowl. I would still put that piece of tin foil in there, because what will happen is that metal under there will get hot, and again, it can potentially discolor. And of course, the number one thing to remember is ventilation.
Yes.
If you are burning incense, herbal, whatever incense, crack a window. Always, always have a window cracked. All right. And now when I will sit it on my altar, sit my little bowl beside it, and when I'm ready to give an offering of beauty, because I couldn't figure out what to give Spirit Realm one day, and that was what I wanted. And I've probably been using this mixture for over a decade.
Love it.
I love its simplicity. I love each of the ingredients. All right. And when I put it together, did y'all smell? Give it a yes.
Ooh, it almost smells like cinnamon in the sense, but there's no cinnamon in it.
It's like pie spices.
Yes.
It's pretty.
It's
beauty.
It's happy. It reminds me of fall and leaves blowing.
And it's got this whole beauty. And at that point, I will light. You'll want to use. You can use any type of a charcoal except the one that has any type of a pre-lighter stuff on it. Don't use those. Light it up, and as simple as a little spoonful. I'm having a wonderful day today. There we go. All right, a little spoonful, folks. That's all you need. Put it on as an offering. Stand in front of that altar and just be there for the moment. All right? I mean, ultimately, Spirit Realm just wants you to remember him. Give him that moment of honor, reverence, and respect. And this little herbal incense can help you do that. Please leave in the comments below your thoughts. And before I finish it up, any thoughts finishing up on herbal incense offerings to the dead?
No, other than, do what calls to you, and if you find a blend that you really like, keep it, 'cause you might end up using it for 10 years.
Write it down.
Write it down.
I was going to say, I had to go dig it up, and I actually sort of, if I think about it, I know this recipe, but it's one of those, yes, write it down. When you do something good and then you go back to it. And for me, this recipe has actually become a very familiar thing. I think my Spirit Realm knows that this is, look, Taren's bringing beauty this year, and don't be afraid to make your own blends representing your flavors, your ancestral flavors, your cultural flavors, whatever your flavors are. Don't be afraid to get all up in this, witches. And if you're wanting to really know more about it, of course, my book, Crossroads Witchcraft, has all the herbs, resins, and flowers that you can burn and their meanings so you can make your own.
Ooh,
Yay!
fancy that.
Okay, of course we want you to hit the subscribe and that join button for the House of Witchcraft to support our videos, us getting together, and all of the fun things we do. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I hope you have as bright of a blessed day as we're having. And as always, amen, blessed be, ashe, and avovo.